Wow, what a wild week we have seen here. So, the consumer price index, that is what inflation is measured by. We were expecting an 8.1 figure earlier this week. And even though it lowered from where we were at, which was 8.5, it came down to 8.3. But since that was higher than what markets were expecting it to do, we've seen chaos unfold this week. The stock market has not been doing very well, and we've seen interest rates really bump up because, again, it matters less what directions things are going. It matters much more if we're hitting what was expected or if we're missing that. Markets like predictability. And when things happen outside of prediction, that is when we see things get a little wild, like we've seen this week. So, mortgage rates, we are at over 6% on the 30-year fixed for the first time since 2008. Wow. Now, Serene Team, we have the sauce, as you well know if you are watching this video. So we've got programs that we can get you in at 4.1 if you fit certain criteria. We know some banks that are offering $7,000 in closing cost credits. We've got the bank that is going to be hands down the best for home equity lines of credits. Whatever the heck you need, we will be able to beat these figures most likely for you. But overall, these are higher interest rates than we've seen since 2008. So pretty wild stuff, you guys. And we are seeing very interesting things here in the market. So this right here, these are California statistics. We're going to close this with Los Angeles data. But in California, we are seeing some sellers just taking their home off the market. That rose over the last 2 months from 14.5% to now 23.8%. Very, very, very interesting stuff. We're seeing more price reductions right here. Share of members who have seen sellers reduce their price increased for the fifth consecutive month to 43.4%, right? So now more than ever, it is very, very important that you get your price right when you take it to market. The days of let's throw a crazy number up there, see if we can get it, and then everyone's shocked that it goes over that, those days are over. Sellers need to be very, very strategic. You need to be working with a very good real estate agent to make sure you are pricing things right. Now, what's going on in the market, the Los Angeles market, this is data for Los Angeles here. This is really interesting stuff. So we have actually seen for the first time, since the rate hike, the rate hike happened right around here, April, May. We've seen inventory picking up, but all of a sudden inventory is dropping. Now, this is seasonal. This happens normally seasonally. We can go back here to 2021, and we see here that we're peaking in terms of our inventory in August, and then it drops off. Most people know that Thanksgiving through the holidays is just not the best time to sell your house. There's a whole lot of buyers that just are kind of in hibernation mode. Especially if you have a family, you're not really trying to go through all the stress and chaos of a move over the holidays. So this is seasonal, don't get me wrong. But if people were worried that we were just going to see more and more and more inventory, this is more the doomsday theorists that, are thinking we're going to have a huge real estate crash, which I do not believe we are going to have happen by any stretch of the imagination. And this right here is a very good sign that that is not happening because we are seeing inventory lessen. And now this was a shocker. I haven't heard anybody talking about this yet. Serene Team, we check this data every single 2 weeks as a team. And today was our day to check the first half of what's going on in September. And look at this. We have the median price in Los Angeles has gone up for the first time since the rate hike. I think this is really exciting news because, again, if people are thinking the bottom is falling out of the real estate market, this doesn't make any sense to me. Again, we've seen prices peak in April and May here, 870 back to back, and then we've consistently lowered. June, 855, July, 826, August, 805, and here we are midway through September, and we're at 828.5. That, to me, is very encouraging news that, again, what's going on in the market is nothing more than we are normalizing from this ridiculous place that we were at from the COVID boom. The rates went up and we have normalized, and we are like kind of coasting into just what I believe is going to be like a healthy market with moderate appreciations. This trend will be really interesting to see if this continues. We're very likely to see prices continue to drop, especially with what has happened, this week alone. And, interest rates going up means there will be less buyer demand. So this might just be a little short-term blip. Hard to say, but even if it's a short-term blip, to me, that still is a really good indicator that, it is absolutely a good idea to be entering the housing market right now. If you are just going to sit around and wait for, quote unquote, the perfect time, you are basically just throwing away rent money every month, and you are just not moving forward with your life, the way that you really should be with whatever the reason is for your decision to be purchasing here. And then, home sellers, again, I think it's a very good time to put your home on the market. Is the bottom about to fall out? No. And we're approaching that time seasonally right now as well, where if you intend to sell before the end of the year, you need to reach out to your real estate agent, reach out to, Serene Team if you're watching this video, ASAP, because we have a very short amount of time to get your home on the market before we are in that kind of Thanksgiving through the new year window where, unless there's a really, really important reason why it needs to be sold before the end of the year, we typically advise our clients, let's sit on it and let's wait until, maybe the back end of January to start picking things back up with putting your home on the market. So with that said, I hope this is some helpful information for you guys. Again, really exciting that we're seeing home prices in Los Angeles go up for the first time since the rate hike. This does not appear to be just a downward trend. None of the doomsday stuff that you're seeing on the news and from some talking heads. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, you guys. Please reach out to us to discuss your real estate needs for the end of 2022. And let's set up a call to talk about our goals, our real estate goals for 2023. It's never too early to start planning. And thank you so much for watching this video.